Our journey begins in Port Hope, a small but quaint town of about 16,000 people in the province of Ontario. Port Hope is one of the only towns of its kind that celebrate having the best preserved early 19th century streetscape in Ontario. Our investigation takes us just north of the central part of the town.
The current manor we will be investigating was built in the early 1900s and remains relatively intact and original with most of its early 19th century charm. The manor was originally owned by its wealthy architect who helped design the ROM and was most likely used as a second retreat complete with third-floor servants' boarding. The current owner has lived in this manor for several years. We asked the owner's good friend Deborah Vale to give us a tour before we start our investigations.
This is the front door.
Yeah.
This is the foyer. This is the old coffin for the servants in the kitchen.
A lot of the interior is decorated with fine antique furniture, which complements the house's many intact features. Upon introducing ourselves to the many rooms, we were all drawn to the third-floor servants' dwelling, which remains unfinished and unused. This is primarily an area of great activity.
This would have originally been for the service staff. Servants and things up here. Amazing, eh? It would have been like 1920s. It feels really heavy. Somebody must have been like up here. You must have, like in those days in the 80s, the house staff, wouldn't necessarily been living in anything much better than us. You put a golf ball through the window.
I wonder why there's so many flies.
Oh, I just probably like it here. Went to the windows, I guess, get stuck up here. There's no food.
We began to feel ourselves come back together after leaving the third-floor atmosphere. The feelings we experienced in the many servants' rooms were anything but inviting. This area, in conclusion, will be our top priority for future investigation.
Pretty original. I don't think you use the ton of it's like all the original paneling and stuff.
Another room of importance is the second-floor main bathroom. I am personally drawn to this area as it feels a bit spooky, especially for a bathroom. This area will also be investigated further. As the sun goes down and the night draws in, the property starts to take on an eerie personality. As it is literally pitch black and very cold outside, the house becomes a warm and safe sanctuary from the dark unknown. After gathering our wits together, we decided it is now time to go forward with our haunting investigations. These investigations take place in the areas of alleged hauntings, or where supernatural activity is claimed. We start after midnight and mostly in pitch darkness, with only night vision cameras and sensors to guide our way. Of course, we'll start on the upstairs third-floor servants area and take it from there.
Okay.
Yeah, so set. And a light switch. Is there any light bulbs up there?
I don't know.
Yeah, there's a light there, isn't there? Yeah.
No, not working.
Of course not.
As before, we do not feel welcome in this atmosphere, and the darkness that now surrounds us is more than overwhelming. Kelly carries a candle to shed some much-needed light in addition to adding to that ambiance.
Oftentimes what you get in these places is just the imprint of somebody having spent time in it.
Yeah, like a feeling or mood, right?
Yeah, there's time is irrelevant. It's like there's no such thing as linear time. It's something that's been man-made. This must have been the room of the major person who took care of the house, because the shelves are here, which would mean that they were well read and well learned.
Yeah.
So it's a place for them to keep their books. And they were given a closet, which means that they're probably the main butler or the main maid or something. And
Wonder why it's so thin in the closet.
Well, people didn't have a lot of clothes. in these
Oh, they
days.
just hung them up.
Yeah.
They had maybe 4 outfits, right?
No, I thought I saw something out the window. Oh, I feel so dizzy.
I wonder why it wasn't expensive back then.
After strangely feeling a bit dizzy, I myself felt it necessary to put the video camera down in a stationary position and start taking pictures in the area that concerned me.
What's on the ceiling? I think the boxes are really interesting in the front one, or not the front one, but the, yeah.
It wasn't until later in editing that we noticed an orb anomaly captured on tape. Here is a replay and an enhancement.
I would do a shot from here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking along. I would do a shot from here.
Always are just so busy.
Okay.
Yeah.
See how much warmer it is in here? Much warmer in here. Do you feel it?
Yeah. It feels empty.
Really? I think this one kind of feels like it feels like something more.
Oh, look at the bed here. My God. Shit.
These must be, are these the original?
Yeah.
Oh,
Original
look what's
floors.
under this
Yeah,
floorboard.
look at them.
Let's try any flashlight there. Is there anything under there? Or is it insulation?
No.
Looks like insulation. The board probably came up and, you know.
After examining what looked to be a faulty floorboard and taking in the 30-year-old furniture placement, I decided to place the video camera down once again and start taking some pictures in the hopes of capturing something weirder than in the way in which the chairs and such were stacked in this room.
No, but I mean, you know the room right next door?
Oh, I know. Yeah, right.
The next and final room was probably the most compelling with respect to all the heavy feelings we mutually experienced.
This room has a lot of seriousness in it.
Ooh, I feel dizzy in here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a lot of seriousness.
craziness.
in this room.
Yeah, I felt the same when I walked in. I felt really dizzy.
Wow,
Yeah.
what the
I
hell
felt
is
dizzy.
that,
There's a lot
man?
of seriousness in here.
Although no visual anomalies were captured here, we could sure feel a dense uneasiness within this room. But that's what the energy is, right? Like there might not be somebody in here,
No.
but their energy is
They're
also
never-
you can really feel the
footprint of what
difference.
they did.
between each room.
Yeah, it's a footprint of what they did. The thoughts were at night when they went to bed.
What do you think, Jordan?
About?
Like, can you really feel the difference of each room?